Hey guys, it's Gus, and the end of the summer festival is here, and I've done a couple videos on this um, event. Not so much any other videos because I haven't really ran any dungeons, but it's at the end. It's the 21st day. Now, before the reset tomorrow, you can collect balls again. What I don't know is if you can kick balls and exchange tickets with the last minute vendor. So I didn't take any chances, and I kicked all the balls I had before the event ended on Wednesday, before the Thursday when the event ends. So I have a bunch of Mithral tickets, and I figured for historical purposes, you may want to see what the drop rates are on the Mithril tickets. So I have just over 1,000. So let's see. While I'm here, I need to exchange my copper tickets. I have a bunch of those. I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy these things right here. One, two, three. Oh, we can only buy one at a time. My gosh. So I could gamble and wait till tomorrow to see if these are still being sold. Oh, you can buy. Oh, that's the game one. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. They're in collections. I deleted all mine a couple years ago. But I'm gonna exchange my tickets now because I don't know if the vendor's gonna be there tomorrow. One sec while I get these. I don't even know how many I'm getting. I know a very much smarter players would have taken all the prices of these and compared them all and see which one had the best, ticket to AD ratio. I'm not that smart. I'm just taking what I know. What I think I know sells usually. So let me get a bunch of these. Because if the vendor's gone tomorrow and it's not in the last minute vendor, I'd hate to, hold on to these for a whole year and potentially waste a bunch of AD. Because AD is hard to get. Okay. So let's go to Mithrils. So I have 1,087, and I had a bunch more in alts. Like some alts had two, some had six, but these are the ones on my main. And on day 10 of this event, I did a stream and I opened up around, I don't remember the exact amount, 230, 250, 280, somewhere in the 200s. But I have 1,087 at the end of the event. So let's see how we go. And we can only open one at a time. So I'm going to go as fast as humanly possible, okay? And see if we get a mount. But from what I noticed on the last videos, you have about a 1 in 4 chance of getting trade bars, and the other 4 to 5 will be silver tickets. And I already know what I'm going to get with the silver tickets. Those are spent already. I'll show you at the end if you want to stick around after I open these. We'll see if we get a mount, okay? I maybe one mount because I think I may be wrong. Is these mount drop rates back in the day when legendary mounts used to be 6, 8, 12 million? They couldn't just well they could, but they didn't. They kept I believe I'm guessing. My assumption is the drop rates on these are the same as the old lock boxes for the mounts, which is like 1 in 850 or some insanely high number like that. So I don't expect to get a mount. I might get one out of this, maybe two. Now I was gonna do artifacts, but I realized only one in there is really worth anything. And even though the description says bind on pickup, everybody's who's got them has told me they're unbound, so we can sell them. So we'll see. We'll see if we get a mount. If we do, yay. It used to be if you got a mount, holy jeez. Link it in Alliance chat and say you got it from Mithril tickets and invoke the jealousy of 1,000 players, right? Oh, we got a beetle. Holy jeez. Okay, first time I ever seen that. That used to be a 6 million diamond mount back in the day, maybe more. It was the cheapest legendary mount in the auction house though, because that was the most common one that nobody really cared about. But now it's like 200K on PS4 anyways, maybe even less. Uh, Oh, I should have kept track of how many silver tickets we got. So here's how you know. If you buy a silver ticket, if you spin a raffle and you get a silver ticket, okay, so that purchase was a trade bar. If you get a if you get a silver ticket, we know we got silver ticket. And then if you do it again and you don't get anything, that was a trade bar. And you get 5 trade bars, about um, one out of every 5 tries. I don't want the trade bars at all. I only want the silver tickets. I'll show you why if you want to stick around afterwards. I was, pardon, uh, I was hoping for 2 million influence. So here's the deal. This event was grueling. I had today and yesterday I did not collect Saha balls, so I missed out on 120 Saha balls, which is 600 if you have a group of 5. So, 300k or so um, influence I could have got. So my goal was 2 million influence. I will not hit it. I'll come pretty close, but I want to hit 2 million. But that's okay. It's still a very big success. Others will. I know other players that I've kicked with that will, because I'm not the only player doing this. The players that have been around a while know how big this event is. This is the event of Neverwinter. Well, actually, I'm gonna say maybe Gone's bigger because Gone's only 1 week, and this is 3 weeks. This is a 3 week grueling grind. What I'm gonna try to do is when I get everything said and done, I'll try to do a quick video showing how much this event made. Uh, if you're not seeing it just from those fashions I got, that should give you an idea. Those are 500k on PS4 today. Just wait till 2 months from now. But when I do it, I'll do today's prices, and they sell. A lot of players like wearing provocative clothing or whatever you want to call it, and those tend to show a little bit more than other clothes, so or fashions. I'm not into it, but other players are. A lot of players are apparently. Gosh, sorry, I've only gone through 400 or so. I'm going as fast as I can. We've gotten one legendary mount. I'm very glad this event's over. Um, I think next year I may just totally skip the pinatas and the flowers and the petal crafting and just do the flax. And on 60 tunes, it's not that bad. It's about an hour and 20 minutes. And I know an hour and 20 minutes is a long time, but I imagine a lot of players, that's what they do. They log in, they do like RTQ, RDQ, get their 100k AD, and they log out, and it takes around an hour or so. Well, in that amount of time, how much this event makes is. You'll see when I make the video. I had said when I made my first video on this event that it was a 100 million event, but that was really downplaying it. This event's huge. And I know the rewards here in the raffle are total garbage. None of the people grinding this event care about that, though. It would be cool if there were, updated prizes that were relevant in today's game because the game has changed so much over the years. But these are irrelevant. Like that beetle, I won't even include that in the total of how much this event paid because it's so insignificant. Uh, I'll show you why when I get through 560 more balls. Goodness, jeez, Louise. I'm going as fast as I can. I think even if PlayStation 5 had a turbo button, it wouldn't make this go any faster. I think the system can only, because I'm mashing X as fast as I can. I'm not holding it down. You see how it's not even letting you go faster. It's telling you to wait. My goodness. I was thinking this would be a quick 3-minute video, but apparently I'm stifled by the reaction time to purchasing tickets. You know, would I like a slider? Heck yeah. 1,000 whatever purchase all at once if I get any legendary mounts to show it, but legendary mounts they're good, but they're they're um they're nothing compared to what they used to be. Legendary mounts, there's a reason why they're 200k now. They're still good if you're building your tomb, but once you get to end game, you really won't care. Like even if you get one, I've known players who passed on them in Voss because they're just trying to get a ring and they don't care about the mount. I'm like, That's kind of iffy, but yeah, I've passed on legendary shards. You spent a half hour or so and you're going for a ring. If you take that, if it pops on your first try, and we did get 5 rerolls, it changed it two. We missed out on four initial open plus 4 rerolls. So we missed out on 4 rerolls for a legendary ring we were going for. Was it worth the 100K? Time's pretty valuable to a lot of people. So this event, in the first 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks, didn't really take that much time at all. It took a lot of time because I was taking my time, but if you just want the Saha balls, but kicking the balls takes a while. Most groups I did with 200 balls took about 3.5 hours, and most groups with 100 balls took about an hour or three and a half. So 200 balls was 6.5. 100 balls was 3.5. It wasn't hard though, because you did your turn, in 45 minutes, a half hour, and then you were basically AFK for the next 3 hours. Literally, people were going to McDonald's and coming back and picking everything up. So I know it's 3 hours, but it's not 3 hours of gameplay. It's really AFK. It's very parent friendly if you got young kids. You just kick your balls real quick, and then you stand there and pick up the stuff off the ground. There's nothing else you do. So I know it is time intensive, but it's not that time intensive. It is, I think, a lot of groups that are hosting big tickets do want people in chat if they don't know them. That way they can kind of gauge them and see if they're going to do their job and do their part that they promised, or back out of the group without, kicking their balls. I got very fortunate. Every group I did started on time, which is pretty crazy. I did over 1,000 balls, so 5,000 balls total, and every group started on time. Very few hiccups, maybe one person be like, "I'll be gone for a minute. I gotta go pee or whatever." But no major. Okay, we got one legendary mount so far. I might have missed it. I'm not even watching it. I have tunnel vision right now from this event. So this might be like typical lot boxes, like 1 in 800 plus, which is I could I could care less. I'm not in here for the mounts or the artifacts or whatever the um. Wait, what's that midsummer epic? Oh, epic mount. They're down to 2K now, right? Imagine spending a Mithral ticket to get a 2K mount. Wait, let me see what's in here. Yeah, none of that. Never mind. Maybe they have better drop rates. Mm, who knows? We're on the home stretch. I'm sorry, I'm going as fast as I can. So one legendary mount, we've done almost 1,000 already. Plus the 200 I did on the day 10, but I did the artifact one. I was thinking if I get a Gon, that'd be worth twice as much as a legendary mount. But then I realized there's like 6 artifacts, so you have a 1 in 6 chance of getting the Gond if they're all equal drop rates, right? So if you are going for AD, probably the legendary mount, I guess, has the best value. It's all trash. I don't know how this event got forgotten about. It's such a huge event. It's 3 weeks long. With the last chance vendor, it's really 4 weeks, and it just got completely looked over. Weird. Maybe there was behind the scene changes we don't know about that weren't in the patch notes. I don't know. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 30 more. I'm gonna go through my inventory real quick and see if there's any shiny mounts. I just deleted a bunch of fireworks, so I have a bunch of gaps. We should see pretty quickly. Yeah, one legendary mount over 1,000. I don't even remember what the number was, but it was over 1,000. Yep, there you go. So let's see. I think I got one mount. I might have missed one. I'm just gonna double check. Oh, I got a bunch of sarong. Yep, there's the beetle. Whoop de doo. But remember, these are all free. I didn't have to pay any Zen for these. Okay, why am I doing this? My God, stick around if you want. So I'm not getting any of this. A lot of players are getting Prez Wards, and I know why they're doing it. It's actually not a bad deal. But I'm going for this. So let's go for the influence. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. This will add to the length of the video. But I'm doing this because I'm going to do another video showing how much this event can make players. And if I don't add this in there, it's undoubtedly some players will call BS. And so I'm like, okay, let me show it. Go back, watch the video. And I'm hurrying, guys. I can't go any faster. I gotta just make sure I don't accidentally press the directional button and go to the surplus or gems stronghold boxes, which are pretty doo-doo. Let me get my calculator ready so I'm ready for it when we do get to there. Clear that out. Okay. And for anybody who is in all the groups I joined, hosted or joined this week, thank you very much. What I did to to make groups is I was hosting a zone chat, alliance chat, Reddit, anybody who wanted anybody with that would have at least 200 balls. Uh, PM me and I'll add you. I made a big group and just added anybody in. A lot of players are like, I only have 100. I'm like, all right, dude, add you. Because a lot of groups they could only stomach 100 at a time. In most of my groups were 100. I did two 200 Saha groups. And I had them in whenever I had time to host, I would put in that PSN chat, hey, hosting at this time, anybody want to join? And it would fill up. And if anybody else wanted to host, they could host there too. And it was just much better than all the zone chat and PE because I don't know the right word. People call them trolls, whatever. Just a lot of negative Nancy's and zone chat just want to spread their bad feelings on everybody. Whatever. I don't mind it. I mean, if you play, probably any game now, you have to deal with it. But the every group we had were just so positive vibes. Everybody was just glad to find a group. Everybody was just glad everybody did their job, and you know, there was one group I know. They were halfway through. They didn't realize it would take so long, and they had to stop and continue the next day. I'm like, oh my, OMG, that would be painful. I'm going as fast as I can. I think I'm halfway done with these. Hold on. So the purpose of the video was to kind of show you what the drop rates were on the legendary mount, which is god awful. I did over 1,000 and I got one. And it was the beetle, arguably the least desirable one. Ugh, I could care less. I mean, it costed no AD, it cost no Zen, it costed major grinding though. I'm getting there, guys. I'm almost at the end, and I'm getting there. Oh, maybe not. There's a purpose behind all this influence. Any guild that's not a rank 20 needs influence if they want to grow. And influence is very hard to go by. I think you get like 350 or so if you do all 5 influence heroics in your stronghold every day. I mean, that's brutal. I mean, this is millions of influence on one player. And just think if you had 5 or 6 players in your guild doing this, 10 million influence, that could really help a guild out. And influence is very expensive because a lot of people don't want to grind it and they pay for it. Influence isn't 50K an influence voucher in the auction house because, it's rare. It's 50K because people pay that much for it. The surplus is 1,000 because that's all people will pay. Influence is 50K because influence is very hard to get. It's very sought after. And I'm making an assumption, but I believe influence vouchers drop at the same rate as any other voucher. It's not rare, harder to get than the other vouchers. It just is more wanted and more needed in the game. Because not every guild is ranked 20 in this game. Uh, Imagine being a rank 19 guild and wanting to get to rank 20 and needing, God, Lord knows how many influence. And you have players that just won't do it in your guild. So you're like, how do I get a massive amount of influence? Well, here you go. Uh, I've known a lot of players who are like, I'm going to go off and make my own guild. And 30 days later, they're like, I changed my mind, and maybe not. Because it's very hard to run a guild. Any rank 7 out there can vouch for that. I'm not a rank 7. Hopefully, I'll never be one. But I am very active in our alliance. And to any rank 7 out there, mad props for dealing with all you deal with. Because a lot of times you just want to play the game and you can't. Because before you log on, you have 10 different messages asking you to take care of some problem that's not really a problem, but that person thinks it's a problem. And it takes away from your gaming experience. And I don't know how the rank 7s put up with it, but they do. So bless you all. Uh, because every decision they have to make pisses off somebody. And they have to deal with the trolling, from the people who aren't in their shoes making the decisions that they have to make. Goodness. Almost done. Almost done. I think like 20 more. And I'm going to take the ones out of my. I went through on all my alts. Each alt had, 15, 30, 45 silvers. So I was able to get a number of um, lock boxes from those ones. Plus, I had the ones from the opening earlier on day 10. So let me get these out. And I'm not going to open them because of the sake of inventory. But I'll show you 884. Oh my god. Watch this. 880. Look at that. I'm almost there. I'm 60 short. I'm 61 short. I almost had enough strongbox keys for those. Um, so 884 is 884 times 2,000. So 1,768,000 influence. So if I would have done those 120, I would have gotten it. Because those vouchers are 400 influence, you can get 5. So 1.768 million influence from this event, and congrats to anybody who hits the 2 million. I know your pain. Remember these guys: million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 8, 12, yeah, 16 million from Sarongs. God, just wait. You'll see. I'll do a video on all this. If you got any comments below, please say. Stay classy, Neverwinter. See you soon.